protect me from my haters. Just say me and I won't save us. Say amen. Amen, 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 yeah. Amen. That boys and they can't win. Can't win, can't win, can't win, can't win. Check. Going up. We in it, we gonna. Going up. Till they like my persona. Going up. Remember them fast was honest. We used to drive them Hondas. Now we pull up in the Fondas. Go up. Walk in. Show up. Back, hold up. Go up. Boy, don't touch. We float. Blow up. Yeah. I'm laughing to the bank. All new blue Benny Franks. Pulled up on him in the tank. Yeah. That guy just a rap guy. I'm so mad fly in. He ain't. Let me back. I gave me until I was going on. I'm Miami. They all cornballs. They can't stand me. I finesse. All them. I hear. Get a plan. Let's go that my whoa. Low. Got strain on yo-yo. She post up a MCM and we like that JoJo. When we out and we see him, he always ask for photo. I say, Lord, be my savior when it come to getting this paper. Please protect me from my haters. Just say me and I won't save us. Say amen. Amen. Yeah.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. This is Madden 18 on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Carolinas and Bank of America Stadium here in Uptown Charlotte. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Detroit Lions. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. They go play action here on first down. Flush to his right. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
And him running the football is not something that defenses spend a lot of time preparing for. But this guy has a survival instinct and a knack for knowing when exactly to do it.
Now a play fake here on first down. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Really good recognition of the offensive line of the blitz. They picked it up, allowed for more time to throw the ball deep downfield, and a big-time completion.
Now it's Stafford off the bootleg. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Telvin Smith from that outside linebacker spot. He's able to get in there for a loss of 9.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast and a big sack. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. So the Lions go backwards there, and unfortunately that's something they saw a lot in 2015. They had the fewest rushing yards of any team in the NFL.
And it's one of those dubious titles that no one really wants to claim. Even teams will say, well, don't worry about running it because we throw it all the time. Being able to run it when you want to is a key to success in the NFL, and Detroit struggled doing that.
And he gets this one all the way. 5 yards to pick up there, and also a first down.
So that's what that elbow in my ribs was all about. You thought they were going to throw the ball as well.
Absolutely. I think everybody thought they were throwing the football, caught him off guard.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when you have the courage to make that type of a play call, a lot of times you actually get rewarded.
On first down, Abdullah. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
They'll try the air now with Stafford. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Dante Fowler able get in and run him down for what will be a loss of 15 yards. They've been moving the ball well offensively, really getting into a groove. Last play, pass completion. Now, finally, the defense gets there. And you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. Do you do it with coverage, or do you do it with pressure? They elected to go with pressure, and it was the right call. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up fourth. So much about... Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And this one will not work out. It is incomplete. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. I know coaches always tell us that they make decisions about these types of plays, this type of a fake, earlier in the week to take the emotion out of the deal. I don't know that that was really true here. This one felt like all of a sudden, hey, I feel the feeling, but let's go ahead and get it. And it just didn't work. Yeah, I know one thing. They wish they had it back. Yeah, they certainly do, but the buck stops with the head coach on that one. He has to green light that attempt. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29. I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. They'll run it again with Fournette. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top. Alongside the former defensive back Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Jaguar football as we begin quarter number 2. They'll need to convert a 3rd and 7, though, to start things out. Working from the gun, it's Bortles. Lee's got it over the middle. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. First down, Jacksonville. The passing game looking sharp on this drive for the Jags. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit. Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now's a play caller because... Now he's hit, and Bortles fumbled. It's loose. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Another tough one there for Blake Bortles, partner. 2015, led the league in fumbles as a quarterback, at 14 of them. But you just expect that to get better with experience in the league and, of course, better support from his offensive line. In this case, though, he kind of reverted back to that year. Stafford looking downfield for Jones. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Gibson. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. Partner, when you're playing cover 2, this is like a tag team for the safeties. Each of them gets a half-field responsibility. Their job, stay as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, read the football, and go make a play. In this case, the free safety made the best play, an interception. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Akeem Spence coming up the middle, gets him there for a loss of about 9. Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball on this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. And nothing but daylight ahead. The 40, 30, 10, touchdown, Jaguars. A great effort there, 95 yards. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly for 6. Well, from back where that one started, they were hoping probably for just a few yards on the ground there. Instead, they get 90-plus and into the end zone. And as much credit as I have to give the guys on offense, I often think when I see a run of that magnitude,
that there has to have been a mistake made, maybe even multiple mistakes on defense, because you're expecting him to run the ball from that stage of the field. Instead, it turns into one of the longest runs that we're going to see in the NFL.
So out now come the Lions. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. This is a screen to Abdullah. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Stafford. And that is incomplete. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, his intended target. And it's 3rd and 4.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Escaping the pressure right. And fights through one man. He may try and run for this. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first.
Now that definitely hurts because the mindset is getting a 3 and out there, and they don't get it done. They give up the scramble and a pickup for a first down.
Play fake to Abdullah. It's Stafford. An incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Back to the air. Stafford on 2nd down. Forced out to his left. Completing it here to Marvin Jones. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. 23 yards on the play.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
A toss to Abdullah. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
A reminder coming up at halftime while the two of us head for warmer areas of the press box. We'll be sending you to Orlando where Larry Ridley will have highlights and analysis of this first half.
Send me to Orlando, please.
Don't be so soft. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. The Lions on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Now Stafford shelling through the defense. And this is going to be incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here. Open is Tate. Touchdown, Lions. Golden Tate, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Wow, talk about a big 4th down conversion for the score. Defensively, how do you let that happen?
I think you start with the offense, and you give them credit for going for it and having that type of, well, let's face it, audacity. But defensively, I think you're right on target, partner. There's no way something like that's supposed to happen in that situation. You're supposed to be able to shut that down and get the ball back for your own team. Instead, they give up not just a big play, but a touchdown.
A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also, it may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try.
And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
On first down, Bortles. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Paul Warlow in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now Bortles throwing on second down. Now the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play, as we'll get a timeout. As the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Here's a carry for a former starter. This is T.J. Yeldon. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth. He already has 2 sacks to his credit. Now another tackle for loss.
And you know how you can always identify who was supposed to block him? They're the ones helping up the person who just got knocked to the ground with the ball, right? Whether it's a running play or a pass play, they've got to figure out a way to slow him down. Maybe you chip him with a second guy. Maybe you just out and out double him. Maybe you make sure you take the ball and throw it as far away from him as possible. Because right now, he is wrecking things for them.
Able to knock it through. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Jaguars out on top. As we'll send you down the coast to Orlando, where we check in with our friend Larry Ridley and the EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry?
Thanks, Brandon, and welcome to the EA Halftime Report. Let's take a look back at the first half. The Lions haven't played their best football and trail because of it. The Jaguars have come in and looked good as the road team, and will just keep trying to play hard and maintain the lead going forward. So let's take a look at some of the highlights from the first half. First and 10, it's Bortles to old reliable tight end Mercedes Lewis. Offense out now after the fumble. Under pressure here, and the pass is picked off. Gibson is the one who makes the pick, halting the offense's drive. Offense out now following the INT. He'll move off the right side on the run, and he'll win the sprint to the end zone as they get out to a 7-0 lead. Fourth down, inches to go. It's Matthew Stafford targeting Golden Tate, and this play goes for a score. This cuts the deficit to 1. That'll do it from here in Orlando. Let's get you up to North Carolina for the second half with Brandon and Charles. Gents.
So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. And here is Blake Bortles as we focus in on him for our player spotlight. He's playing pretty well. I don't think it's necessarily him changing up something he's doing, but that O-line, they've got to protect him better.
They do.
second half beginning with a run from Fournette. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Well, he had 2 sacks earlier. Now he has 4 total tackles for a loss after that play.
Well, they obviously have to do a better job trying to block him. But short of that, you know what the quarterback has to do? Make sure he doesn't hand it to him when he's back there thinking he's one of his own guys. His quickness, his suddenness, his speed getting into the offense's backfield has been something else in this game.
And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. He lost 4 there, and it's third down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
Throwing is Bortles. Airing it out for Hearns. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off by Tavon Wilson. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running it. To the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's second down. Well, so they just got the football on an interception. They almost gave it right back the same way.
And, you know, when you look over to the bench after that type of a play, number one is pure relief. Didn't give it up. But it's not the coach you're worried about yelling at you. It's those guys on defense who just intercepted the pass who want to break over there. Hey, take care of the football, man.
The Lions on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. Off of play action. Here's Stafford. Rolling to his right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Telvin Smith in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. And now a whistle and a timeout called by the kicking team. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Here's Sam Martin now as the drop. And look at this. It's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. It's such a risky play there to fake it. You're either the hero or the GOAT. Here they're going to be the GOAT.
Unfortunate, too, because you know they thought they had something there. They don't call it just a call. They don't just say, oh, what the heck, let's go ahead and fake it here. They feel like they've got something on. They've got the defense in the right spot. Just unsuccessful in that opportunity.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And we're going to get another timeout called by the Lions. And that's going to leave him with just 1 timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. We'll be back. Again, it's Fournette. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
The Jaguars on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Now Bortles on the bootleg. Complete. The tight end Rivera. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And Myers able to knock it through. And that'll open the lead up to a touchdown now at 13-6. So a little fortunate there because that one was definitely leaking right. Without a doubt. Maybe about the width of a football or so inside that right upright. But he got it to go. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And Detroit getting set to go now. On first down, Stafford here. Looking downfield for Jones. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away at second down. Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now, in the second half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me? Can I create a penalty downfield, maybe pick up an interference call and get that yardage downfield? Anything trying to get going again, but you're right. He definitely took a shot.
A very solid gain of 27. Well, it's one thing to complete that pass on a nice sunny 70-degree day, but in these elements, that's a tough thing to do.
It is, and let's just put the whole thing together, not just throwing the ball. Trying to protect the quarterback now when you got the pass rushers coming at you. Maybe things are a little slippery on the field. The guys trying to cover downfield, wanting to make sure they keep their footing as the guys make their cuts. Looking back and locating the ball. You name it, it's difficult all the way around. But the guy throwing it, he may have the toughest task.
On first down, it's Stafford. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a third down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Third and 2, Stafford. And that is incomplete.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on third down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. They snap it to Stafford. Fights him off. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Lions trailing, but with possession of the football as we get set to bring you the fourth quarter. Stafford on first down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Miles Jack coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
His throw incomplete. He was trying to find Marvin Jones that time, and it's third down. I guess they're in a situation now, fourth quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly probably seal this one.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats, but really...
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. This is intercepted. Picked off by Barry Church. And the return will be...